form. I had seen contracts before, years ago when my husband still lived, and we had fought for every acre of land. My breath caught as I read words like transfer, executorship, and beneficiary. Linda tapped the page with a manicured nail. Just sign. It's routine. You don't want to be trapped in this place forever, do you? It'll only take a second. I looked at Victor, who stood beside her with his arms folded. His eyes were hard, his lips pressed thin. He didn't say a word, but his silence was louder than Linda's honeyed poison. Tyler leaned against the wall, scrolling through his phone, not even glancing at me. Something inside me stirred. Call it instinct, call it the voice of God, but I knew this was no ordinary document. My hand trembled as I pushed the folder back toward Linda. "No," I whispered through the mask, my voice raspy but firm. "I won't sign." Her smile vanished, replaced by a glare that could have burned through stone. "Don't be ridiculous. You don't even understand what you're looking at. You're old, confused. It's just a discharge form. You want to go home, don't you?" I shook my head slowly. "Not this way." Victor slammed his hand against the rail of my bed, the metal clanging through the room. "Do you think you're clever? Do you think you can keep us chained to your bills forever? You'll sign, one way or another." But I didn't. I folded my hands across my lap, ignoring the sting of his words, ignoring the fury on Linda's face. They exchanged a look, a silent conversation of frustration and calculation. Finally, Victor muttered under his breath, "We'll deal with this later," and stormed out, Linda trailing behind him. When the door clicked shut, I felt the weight of my decision pressing heavy on my chest. My breaths came shallow, but my mind was sharper than it had been in days. They thought I was too weak, too old, too broken to notice their deceit, but I had lived too long, fought too hard, to hand over everything I had built with the stroke of a pen. With trembling fingers, I reached for the phone on the bedside table. I dialed a number I hadn't called in years, the digits etched into my memory like scripture. It rang twice before a deep, steady voice answered. "Evelyn?" "Harper," I breathed, tears stinging my eyes. "It's me. They tried to make me sign something. It's not right. I know it's not right." There was a pause, and then his voice grew low and urgent. "Tell me exactly what you saw." I described the document, the words that had caught my eye. He listened without interruption, only the sound of his pen scratching in the background. When I finished, he exhaled heavily. "You were right not to sign," he said. "That wasn't a discharge form. That was a transfer of assets. They were trying to strip you of everything, your house,